Will Serfort is the protagonist of the manga and anime series Wistoria, Wand and Sword. In a world where magical ability determines a person's worth, Will is born completely unable to use magic, making him an outcast at the prestigious regarded magical academy. Despite this disadvantage, he refuses to abandon his dream of reaching the top of the wizard's tower and reuniting with his childhood friend, Elfaria Albus Serfort, who has become one of the world's most powerful mages. Through relentless determination, exceptional intelligence and extraordinary swordsmanship, Will fights monsters and overcomes challenges that even talented magicians struggle against. His story is one of perseverance and defying expectations, proving that strength comes not only from magic, but also from courage, hard work and an unbreakable will. Let's see how we can achieve his physique, strength, combat style and athleticism. First of all, his physique and strength. As we can see, Will isn't big at all. At best, he's average. Muscle mass isn't his main feature. I mean, the artistic style in the anime isn't helping, but still, we can see some definition, so he's kinda lean, no doubt about that. We will do the bare minimum for muscle mass in the upper body, and for the lower body we will prioritize strength. Indeed, my man is packed with a ton of strength. He is inhuman on many aspects, but strength is something else. Swinging a great sword like he does isn't simple. More than just that, he even breaks structures without any effort, withstands powerful attacks and he sends flying opponents. So, strength here is non-negotiable for the whole body, especially the legs since they will later help with athleticism and the sword fighting. Low muscle mass on the legs will also help your cardiovascular system by reducing its workload. Okay, now the combat style. His fighting style is a mix between the great sword style and kenjutsu or kendo. It's hard to give the upper hand to one singular fighting style because he blends them incredibly well. After all, he's a sword expert in a world where magic and wands are almost everything. You just have to choose between kenjutsu or kendo. I have a preference for kenjutsu because it's more focused on eliminating his opponent, but ultimately, the choice is yours. So have a mix of great sword and kenjutsu or kendo. But wait, we haven't finished with the combat style. Indeed, Will can also fight bare-handed, and he's pretty good at it. I will not give too much thought to the hand-to-hand fighting style, so I simply say, do taijutsu. Once again, Will is a master when it comes to fighting without magic or a wand. Since he's a master, taijutsu could literally be the best choice for him, since taijutsu is a mix of many martial arts and self-defense practices. So, with all of this, we have a sword style and a hand-to-hand style. And now his main feature, athleticism. The first reaction Will gets when he starts fighting seriously is, wow, that dude is fast. No doubt about that, Will is beyond fast. When he fought in the second season against the Vander, a creature who killed the previous Magia Vanders, he was going at max speed in his limitless form. So when he goes limitless, you know you're cooked. Also, he has a ton of strength. In the 11th floor of the dungeon, he fought against powerful monsters while protecting a knockout teammate. And he also has explosiveness that goes without saying. So yeah, my man is definitely beyond human limits once again. The last thing I'll add, as always, is stretching. Stretching will give you more range of motion, will help prevent injuries and will help with recovery. Perfect. Let's take a look at the workout plan. We will do 2 full bodies, 1 per metrics day and 2 days dedicated to the combat training. You'll see the following structure: the exercise, the number of sets times the number of reps. Like always, 1 or 2 working sets because we will work one muscle group multiple times in a week, which is actually better than annihilating the muscle on one day, and 1 or 2 sets is the maximum amount of load your body could take with this program. Don't forget that the nervous system recovers more slowly than the muscular system, and it can take up to 72 plus hours to properly recover. So we will not destroy our body in the gym with a ton of sets. The number of reps will sit at 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8 and max. The 5 to 6 rep range is almost an all-in for strength with a touch of hypertrophy. The 6 to 7 is the lower end of hypertrophy, giving more strength than hypertrophy, but still giving a bit more muscle mass than the 5 to 6. The 7 to 8 is for me the sweet spot between strength and hypertrophy. The number of sets dictate how much mass we want. You'll get some strength too. And the max is for maximum amount of reps or maximum amount of seconds. Also, no more than 3 days at the gym, because with the combat training you'll be doing 4 full bodies and 1 per matrix day, which is a lot. Okay, let's start with full body 1, squats. Doing squats at the beginning of the workout will give a testosterone boost for the whole day and for days to come. This will build overall leg strength and vertical pushing strength, helping with movements and combat training. Next, weighted pull-ups. Doing pull-ups will give the overall strength your back needs for sword fighting. It will build back width and strength. Next, inclined bench press. This will target the upper part of the pecs and bring a nice and round shape to your pecs, making your upper body look bigger. This is also good for pushing strength. If you have a big rib cage, set the bench at an angle of 45 degrees. and if you have a normal ribcage, set it at around 30 degrees. After that, we have lateral raises. You can either do them with cables or the classic dumbbell lateral raises. This will create the boulder shoulders we want and help with the combat training. Next, seated overhead press. I will recommend doing it with dumbbells and at 90 degrees bench angle. This will create the endurance for your shoulders, punching strength, and of course, bring mass to the shoulders. And finally, cable overhead extension for triceps. I recommend the V-bar or the straight bar simply because the rope isn't quite the best for strength. Alright, full body 2, starting strong with Romanian deadlifts. This will build the posterior chain strength, vital for fighting and any type of sports. The calves and lats will also be triggered, but it's nothing compared to the hams and glutes. Next, we have weighted dips. This will build the lower and middle part of the pecs, giving strength and mass to the pecs, frontals and triceps. If you can do the dips on the rings, it will be better since you need to stabilize yourself, thus creating more strength. After that, we have bent over barbell rows. This will create the thickness of the back and this will help with pulling actions, like sword fighting for example. This will bring definition and mass to the upper back. Next, we have once again lateral raises, to create the boulder shoulders. Then reverse flies. You can either do them with cables or on the machine. This exercise will create even more definition in the mid-back, but will primarily target the rear delts, giving the final touch to the boulder shoulders and helping with the sword fighting. And finally, incline biceps curls. I recommend that you set up the bench at an angle of 45 degrees to get the sweet spot for contraction and stretch. This exercise will build the biceps thickness we want and need. And last but not least, plyometrics day. For plyometrics, I have my go-to as usual: box, broad, hurdle jumps and lateral bounds. Box jumps will give you vertical explosiveness. Broad jumps will give you horizontal explosiveness. Hurdle jumps are a mix between vertical and horizontal explosiveness, and lateral bounds will help you change directions fast without losing momentum. After the plyometrics, do shrugs for your traps. Doing shrugs will give you a fuller look to your physique and will help when you need to carry heavy things. And finally, do the hollow body hold to gain core strength, vital for the combat training and the gym. This will not bulk up your abs but will give strength, endurance and definition to your abs. With all of this, there are some things you should know and apply. Always warm up before an exercise with 2 warm-up sets. Just go light and warm up the muscle gradually. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes between every set and that is even the warm-up sets. Always have a proper execution and don't ego lift. You'll damage your muscles more than anything else. On every workout day, do 30 minutes of light cardio for endurance. Just get your heart rate moving and steady. Stretch on every rest day for 20 minutes. And something that is vital is rest, so please keep the rest days. Do not add any workout or more combat training. Don't even add cardio. Just chill and stretch. You need to understand that with 2 combat training days, 3 days at the gym and cardio, your nervous system will be toast if you don't let it rest. So give yourself enough sleep, enough rest and don't smoke or drink alcohol. Indeed, alcohol and smoking are harmful for you as an athlete and will damage your recovery and overall body. And last but not least, try to give at least 1 day off between the workout days. Training for combat the day after or before a gym session will be hard on your nervous system, but it's still okay compared to 2 days back-to-back to the gym. So in a week, you'll have to manage 3 workouts and cardio and 2 combat training days. With all of this, you need some serious nutrition. You need to know your BMR and TDEE, and based on this, you need to figure out if you need to be on a cut, bulk or maintenance. Since we can see some definition in Will's muscles and since he isn't that big, we can assume that he is around 11% body fat. So if you are way above 11% body fat, be on a cut. If you are way under 11% body fat, be on a surplus. And if you are around 11% body fat, be on a maintenance or a slight surplus to equilibrate with the effort spent. The carbs and fat intake depends a lot if you are on a cut, bulk or maintenance. But for the protein intake, try being around your body weight in pounds. So if you are at 170 pounds, have around 170 grams of protein daily. Once again, this is general advice, but if you want, I made 2 videos that talk about nutrition. The first one talks about the basics of nutrition, macronutrients and micronutrients. And the second one talks about the gut-brain axis, the link between your brain and the gastrointestinal tract. If you want to learn more things about your muscular system, check out my video on the matter. And of course, I made other physique videos so you can find your perfect physique or make your own based on the models I provide. Ladies and gentlemen, that was everything I had to say. If you enjoyed, let me know it in the comments. If you want to see another physique on here, let me know it in the comments too. And we will meet next time for some other video. And like always, take care.